Y'all see what she doing? Hey, babe. What's up, girl? What's up, people? How y'all doing?
Hey, people. Agwan. What's up? What's up? What's up?
So today we're going to talk about setting boundaries and
Setting goals.
setting goals, and why it's okay to set boundaries.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take off.
So when it comes to setting boundaries, it's all right for you to set boundaries with your family, whether it's mom, dad, sister, brothers, kids, friends. It's okay.
They're in a human body form. It's okay. Set them boundaries. The reason we came and we want to talk about boundaries because we noticed that most likely was our biggest problem in our past, and it's trying to become a problem in our future. We just reached to the point where this is just what it's going to be. It's going to be us setting our boundaries with
Everybody
that's involved in our life. You know, if you come this way, it's already positive, so we want to continue having it be positive. But lately, other people's negativity, they've been trying to place it on basically our lives. We peaceful, we good, but when people overstep their boundaries, people always test you, right? They always test you to the point where they want to see how far they can go. And that's where we're at right now, to kind of let you know you'll only be able to get one over. But when you think you're about to go on and on with it, no, now we got to stop. And this is where boundaries come in at. And that's where we at. So, I mean, as far as I could take it past tense where there was an issue dealing with my car. If it's my car and I say, hey, you can hold it, but I just need you to have it back by this time or whatever, it is what it is. That's just me setting my boundaries and my rules on my vehicle, right? So on the other hand is when you go out there and you go get a rental car, you rent in your rental car, you got to pay for that rental car. You got to either use your insurance or the rental car's insurance in order to get their vehicle. You got to put your name on it. You got to do all of this. You got to give majority of your life away in order for you to get that car, right? But you won't do it, and you're going to give them people that money. Just because your family, you feel, I'm your family, so you feel like, oh, you should just let me borrow it. Why I gotta pay for it? Why I gotta bring it back? Wait. Why you don't have your own vehicle? Because if you had your own vehicle from the beginning, we wouldn't even be doing all of this right now. This wouldn't even be a conversation. But that's just an example I'm trying to provide you where you would do it for somebody else, but when it comes to me, you're giving me the whys. Why this? Why that? Why? Hey, that's the same boundaries they set, and that's the same rules they set in. So why is it a problem when I set it?
That's your family.
Because I'm family.
Your family. And that's where it comes to problem. I mean, it's okay to set boundaries. I mean, even when it comes to, like, people contacting you. We have rules in our house. At our house, we don't get phone calls before 9 o'clock in the morning, unless it's an emergency. And 9 o'clock at night. You got 12 hours during the course of the day to talk to me. Now, if it's an emergency, text me. I will get back with you. Let me rephrase that. If it's not an emergency, text me. We'll get back with you.
I just feel like, babe, with that in general, yes. If it's a phone call and it's an emergency, call. It's cool. But now, if it's not an emergency, it's something that can wait for the next day or whatever. I mean, I just feel like you need to be respectful of other people's time, because if you want me to respect your time, you got to respect my time.
Exactly. That's even like, example, I come calling you at 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't answer. I call you back again. You don't answer. If you don't answer, I'm not calling you back.
I feel like at this point we're grown.
Because eventually you're gonna wake up. You're gonna see that I called, and then
we're not in high school. We're not teenagers. We're not none of that. Respect what I'm telling you. I'm not saying don't call my phone, but be respectable with it. Like, we're in a marriage, we're in a relationship. Like, that's just common sense. And some people don't have common sense because it's too common.
Too.
So that's all we're just trying to say. Like, and this is just examples that what we've been through. This is why we're actually giving you these examples, because people don't respect that. And once you put that forth, like, hey, this is what I need it to be, you the bad guy.
Yeah. You everything.
You the bad guy.
But in all actuality, if you stop and think about it, I'm just setting boundaries so that you can respect my space and I'll respect yours. That kind of leads up to setting these goals. Because, I mean, we went to church and our pastor said something so powerful on Sunday. He said, when you know what your work is, you'll be able to get your wealth. Like he said, a lot of people don't know what that means. So let me break it down to you. When you know what your vision is, you start working on your dream. He's like, people got jobs. And that's just what it is. You go to the job, you get paid. Some of you don't even like going to your job, but you just go there because you know you got to pay your bills to survive.
Right.
But when you find your work, that passion, that thing that drives you, that's when you'll find your wealth. That's when you'll be able to make those moves that you want to make and get that wealth that you want to make. He said, money is not the root of all evil. People are the root of the evil. People. Because they're so obsessed with the money that they make it evil.
Right.
It was crazy because we decided we was going to have our date on Sunday. And we left and we told the kids, we say, on this piece of paper, we want you to write 3 goals for 2022.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We was kind of gone 3-4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We come back. The paper was, only one person had 1 goal.
Now, before we left, we told Jalen, we told Giovanni. Isis didn't know.
We'll give you Isis the pass.
Yeah, Isis got a pass on that. But the 2 boys, they knew about it. Okay, so when we was in church, Pastor already had talked about certain things you need to change in your life. Like, you don't always need a pat on the back.
Well done.
Well
you did
done. Good. You don't always need that pat on the back. You just need to know you do your job from the beginning, and that's just that. I don't always need to hear the well done in order for me to know I did a well job. No. So with them, we told them what it is, what we needed them to do. To set their goals when we left. Now, by the time we came back, they knew they wanted us to get them something. So here it go. Giovanni came outside and Giovanni asked for, if we can get them a smoothie when we headed back. Okay, cool. We can do our part. Our part ain't nothing but a piece of chicken wing. It is what it is. But I'm going to need you to do your part. So when we came back, their part wasn't done. They didn't write their goals down. Only Giovanni wrote 1 goal down, and we said everybody needs 3. Now, they told Isis when we called them to confirm what flavor they wanted. So now it's like, oh, it's real. They're getting it for us. Now, Giovanni Jalen didn't even say nothing. But mind you, they had their own agenda going.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they didn't write it down. So now when we come home, of course, all hell breaks loose because what I asked you to do is not done. So when we get back, Isis, they just told me that. They literally just told me that when y'all was almost pulling up. But I feel like Giovanni, at the end of the day, he's the 8-year-old. Giovanni writes down 1 goal. Why you wasn't able to write down the other 2 goals, and we told you all what to do already. So now he's like, but Jalen did it. Don't tell me about no Jalen. Don't tell me about Jalen because you and Jalen heard it. So now, since you knew, you was just waiting to see if Jalen was going to do it before you do it, but you already knew what you needed to do. Now you're going to get the same punishment as Jalen.
Right. And what kind of upset us the most about the whole situation is when we was in church, the pastor gave the example where Jesus had 10 servants. He gave each of them the same amount of gifts. The first servant came back, he had made 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Jesus said, well done. I'm going to make you a ruler over 10 cities. The second one came back, he had done 5. Jesus said, okay, I'm going to make you a ruler over 5 cities. And the third one that came back, he didn't do anything. He said, Master, I knew that you was funny about your money, so I kept it in my pocket.
I kept that $1 in my pocket. You didn't even try to double it, triple it, nothing.
Nothing.
You just brought me back that same dollar I gave you from the beginning. What did you get out of that? You can't flip what I just gave you. You can't make it $2. If I gave you $1, you telling me at this point we're all grown, because he said that was like 75 years later.
75 years later. And then he said the reason why they didn't talk about the other 7 servants,
because they did that too. They did the same thing, or they didn't do nothing.
So we felt like when we came back, we asked you to do your 3 goals. Giovanni did 1 goal. Isis get a pass because she wasn't around. She didn't hear it. Jalen,
but it was their fault because they didn't tell her.
Right. Jalen was like the servant that got the $1.
Mm-hmm.
He just kept it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Giovanni did tell Isis, but he told her when we was on our way back. We was almost at the house.
No, Giovanni is the one with the $1. He did something. At least he still kept it.
No.
He was the one with the $1, and Jalen is the one that's nothing. He didn't bring back nothing. He didn't do nothing.
Right, that's the man with the $1, babe. He didn't bring back nothing. Giovanni was the guy with the $5 because he did.
Oh, I see where you're going with it. Okay.
Giovanni did part of the assignment, so he was the guy with the $5.
Right.
Jalen was the one that we gave you an instruction.
Right.
You didn't do anything with that.
You're right.
So we're trying to get it to where everybody have a goal. So I called my kids and I said, hey, I need you guys to give me 3 goals for 2022.
We already in 2022 before 2022 even get here. This is where we're trying to get them to understand. We're trying to make you understand where we're at.
Because when you start having a vision, you set a goal, then you have to start those steps.
I feel like, you're right, I'm sorry to cut you out, but I feel like with this, it's to at least show you how to keep your word.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I feel like with mine, yes, my last 3 is under 18, but I'm showing you already how to keep your word, because if you ain't got your word, you ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
So I learned that later on in life, right? It's like somewhere where you knew it, but you didn't really know it. But when I actually taught myself that later on in life, I was like, wow, I was doing this before I even knew it. So I feel like with kids, of course, all of that starts at home, and you gotta tell them this now. I want to tell my kids this now before they get out there and they learn it later on in life. I wasn't told that before, but like, now I'm where I'm at. So with your kids, when you go to tell them.
So we started with Ashley. Ashley called. I said, Ashley, what's your work? And she's like, huh? I was like, okay, you know what that means? She was like, no. So I said, what is your vision of what you want to be in life? And she said, okay, so I want to be either a doctor or a nurse. I'm like, okay, so what are you doing to get there? I'm going to enroll in school by the end of the year. Okay, I write it on the paper. Boom. So, that's Ashley. Talked to Nicole. She gave her goals, her vision. I'm going to hold you to it. Now, this is my smart child. That second child, depending on when they're born, she a Cancer. They the one that's going to rock you a little bit. She's talking about, and what is your goal, ma'am? Because I need your Johnny Hancock over here on this so I can hold you. I got my goal. I told her, I said, and guess what? You can hold me to it, because every time I call you, I'm going to be like, yo, how close are you to your goal? What have you done to start working on your goal? And then I talked to my son, and he had his goals. And that's cool. Because at the end of the day, when you set them goals, you make them visions, and you make that stuff manifest into existence, you're going to feel great about yourself. You're going to be like, oh my God, I set this goal.
Mm-hmm.
I accomplished it. Now let me set another one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the more goals you set and the more you achieve, the better you feel about yourself.
Right.
Because if you don't know your work and your being, you can't expect nobody else to know what your work and your being is.
Right. I mean, that's just where it all falls to back to having boundaries for yourself too. I feel like with my kids, yes, they're younger, but there's things where you make people respect you. You know, you don't have to
Rah, rah, rah.
yeah, in order to get that respect. You show once you show your vibe, you show your energy, you show you, a person is gonna respond to you. You get what I'm saying? So if you already coming rowdy, they coming rowdy too. That where's the respect? If you didn't come to me with respect when you stepped to me, you didn't step to me like that with respect. So why should I respect you too? So I let them know to always respect your elders. Respect you show your respect from the beginning. Now that first impression is your respect. Now if somebody else show you something different, then you go different too. But you know you. And once you respect yourself, you'll always respect others.
Mm-hmm.
You'll always respect others. You change when they change on certain situations.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But at some point, you got to end it. Let them go. Let them go. Because why do I need that headache? There's no point to it. So definitely with family as well, this is the reason we set boundaries, we set goals, because our goals is definitely there to achieve them. This is what we're doing.
Right.
And our boundaries is what we're setting so we can make sure our goals are set. Because if we gotta exit you out, you will be exit out.
Right.
That's just that. Because our peace come before anything. Anything. So if you don't respect it, you don't respect it over there. Because if you come this way, you will respect it. That's just what it is.
And a key factor, everybody always needs to remember, in order to get respect, you got to give respect. You can't think, I'm going to give you all the respect in the world, and then you don't return that respect. That's just like a dog. If you keep kicking that dog going to bite you. It is what it is.
I just be feeling like with majority of your people, like it's just, y'all not kids. It's just, I have to go there. I have to go there right now. Like, y'all not kids. Y'all grown as adults. And it's like, why are we explaining this stuff to certain adults? Adults, where it gets to a point in your life where you have to understand, I'm here. You might not think what we're doing is right. You ain't got to watch this. You don't have to agree with this. But at the end of the day, like we said, if you come this way, you will respect it.
Right.
That's just what I have to say about that. Because we all grown. If you want to be treated grown, you will be treated grown. If not, then no. Then no. And this is where I'm at with what we're doing in our household. What we doing in, don't think that when you call your kids, you tell them this, you tell them that. That should have already transpired in the house. This is why y'all getting the same thing too. Everybody get the same love, get the same energy, get the same vibe, get the same everything. If you know me, you just know that's what it is. Dealing with my oldest. You treated me this type of way for so long. Don't nobody really know what you're doing, but I just let you know that, hey, I lead you the right way. Like, you wasn't raised like that. You didn't have none of that going on. I left Miami for a reason. I'm where I'm at because I prayed. I got here. I got out of what I was going through. So if you want to go back there, then that's just on you. Now he calls to say he's tired. I wasn't tired. Me, your mother that had you wasn't tired. I tried to lead you the right way. I tried.
Right.
But if you don't want to listen, I can't keep carrying you. I can't keep carrying you because guess what? I got to carry myself. I got other kids I got to carry. Like, we're all grown. If you want to be grown, act accordingly.
Right. And that's what it is. That goes with all our kids. We give you one time to mess us over. Once you mess us over one time, you got to figure all that out on your own.
You got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out on your own.
And I refuse, and I'm saying this to just let you, I refuse to do what my parents did. I refuse. It's not to say I wasn't a bad kid. I was another that, but first off, respect was just my thing. Respect was just my thing. And that's not how I'm raising my kids. So I want you to know, in order to get respect, you got to give it. You get what I'm saying? So how your role, your how you step to somebody is how you gonna get it back. So,
and that's all we tell our kids. We be like, look, if we help you, if we put you on that path and we help you and we get you going, if you fall off the train, you got to get back on that train on your own.
It's the only reason you have to get back on it on your own is because we tried to keep you on it.
Keep you on it. We tried to guide you.
You can have certain fall offs. We get that. But when they get to a certain
you
time in
at
life,
the same spot,
the shit get exhausted. If he thought he was tired, I need you to know I've been tired. I've been tired. I've been trying to get you on the right path. I've been trying this. But, of course, you want to be grown, you want to do that. But I'm just letting you know that what you did, you will always see it back. Like when it's 360 and it comes back to you, you're going to have to actually be that adult that you was claiming to be. Right. Because, first off, adults can't stay with adults. Like how they say it?
Adults can't live with adults.
Yeah, well, yeah, then I was right.
Yeah.
But because, the only adults you're staying with is your spouse. That's who you can deal with. But at the end of the day, I refuse. I just refuse. So we just honestly want to come and talk about that because it's a lot of people crossing boundaries but still want you to kiss their ass. Will not. Will not. Because you crossed so many boundaries. You felt like I needed to be kissing your ass through the whole shebang. No. No.
You know what crazy? It's crazy. We have so many people out, and they shitted on us. Mm-hmm. But guess what? They got to come back. They got to come back to ask us to help them get something or get to where they need to be. But when we was doing it, we were showing you how to get it, telling you how to get it.
You ain't want it.
You ain't want it. You ain't want it. You just want it. You want to shit on what we said, and I'm not doing this, and I'm grown.
That's fine.
And that's cool.
That's fine. And we're speaking from
experience
from our kids on to family. Like, yes. Family. So
we was like, you know what? We're going to stop helping people because every time we help them, they shit on us. Yeah. So we're just going to do us and then let them do them.
This is our boundaries. This is where we cross. This is where the line literally stops. Like, we're done with that. Like, because in order for us to get back to us, we're going to have to let that go. And we're going to need you to do the same. Mm-hmm. Let that go.
Let that go.
I mean, that's just what it is. If you want to rock with us, you rock with us. It's not, you don't have to watch this. You don't have to come around us. You don't have to none of this. But believe us, when you see us, you see positivity all the time. All the time. We can go anywhere and a person will step to us. And it'll be on nothing but respect. Because this is my aurora. This is what I have around me.
That's what we are demanding.
That's it. That's it. So I feel like with people in general, you have to know how to set boundaries in order to keep your sanity. You have to. You have to, because anything other than that is just injustice. That's just how I feel. It's just nothing to that. People don't care. They gonna do what they do, and then you just gotta accept it.
And it's like our therapist said. She said, you guys have been coming to therapy, and all you guys keep talking about is your families, your families, your families, your families. She said, okay, so our next session, we're not talking about families. Let family go. Yeah. Set that boundary, and that's it. Yeah. If they don't respect your boundary, that's fine. Give them this much. She said, stop using your words. Your words are $5. So every time you giving people your words, your bank account is going low.
You already know I'm rich then. Because all you getting is drops. I'm rich. You get nothing but drops to me because I'm straightforward and I'm going to tell you what it is from the beginning. I don't need a whole waterfall to tell you what I mean. Last night, let me tell y'all what happened. Last night we went to McDonald's and I say, I'm finna let babe go ahead and handle this because I know how I'm going to handle this. So I'm the driver. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to complain. Y'all should have saw y'all girl. I'm going to complain. I said, okay, I'm finna let babe complain. Let me see how babe complain because baby talking all this when I'm not around, right? So babe know how I'm get down. If it ain't right, it must have quit. However that goes, I don't know. I don't care. But listen, so we get in there and we get up there, babe, this you. So, she explained this situation. She looking down, she looking up. I'm sitting here like that. I'm just, looking straight ahead because I don't want to look at you. I'm trying not to look at wifey so wifey can focus on what she doing because she know if I look at her, you need to get this now.
I was getting it.
So she was... You did too much talking, baby.
That's okay, because I said, and at this point, everything gonna be free.
We got it free, but of course your girl had to put in some 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I had to say what I had to say, and I had to get straight to it, because I felt like babe was lingering on and dragging. Listen, no, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. The girl was this, whatever, like 5 cars done passed in front of us, and we're sitting here. We got a mobile order. She can't get that right, and blah, blah, blah. They say, so at this point, we need our meal free. So the manager, okay, sorry, blah, blah, did her thing, okay, free. So we go up to the front.
Yo, girl.
So now, bae sitting there, Ice is in the back. I'm right here. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever it is, what it is. Like, it was wrong from the beginning.
It was.
So I'm sitting there. So I guess the girl, she had a little, her little earpiece on or whatever. And she was like, I guess the manager called her back. When she called her back, she comes back up to the front and then looks, put her head down, and then like fix herself like on the little machine so she can like be staring at me directly. So I say,
she didn't know who she had. She didn't know who she had.
I say, oh shoot, this chick staring me down. I say, so
Miami came out of her
real quick. So I say, so it must have been you the way you looking at me. She was just looking. I mean, just staring me down like, bitch, if I can come through this window and beat your ass, like, this is how she was looking at me. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? But in my heart, babe, I was like, I'm not finna argue with her. I'm not finna fight her. I'm not finna get her rowdy, but I'm gonna still make you mad. Believe it. So I say, it must have been you the way you looking at me. So she just staring. So
what you say, honey?
Then she say, what you say? I say, it must have been you since you looking at me. So she was like saying something. I said, well, baby, I can't hear you. So what you saying is irrelevant to me. So she made it her business to come up to the window. Oh, I'm allowed to look. These are my eyes. And that you definitely are, sweetheart. She was like, because, I'm allowed to look at you because you do have beautiful eyes and you got pretty fake lashes. Bitch, I wanted to...
Isis was like, she don't know who she's messing with.
I say,
she don't know who she's messing with.
I said, you got pretty lashes. I wanted to say fake because, bitch, if it wasn't for them lashes, bitch, you just ugly. So, I was like, and you got pretty lashes. And she was like, ooh, and like she just turned around. I mean, I said, well, we can do this all day if we're complimenting. Let's compliment. I'm cool with that. So she gets like upset, like she turned around. Bitch, go stand back over there. Cause bitch, cause now let's go back to eye contact. So I was like, wow, she was really doing this at her job. Like she was like, I was like, oh, she ready to risk it all. Like literally. She was ready to risk it. And it was her fault. She was ready to risk it all. But I was like, I'm not about to argue. I'm not about to none of that with her. Like, why? Why? This is your job. You knew you was doing something wrong, talking about her finger. Like, you know when they had the intercom or whatever, and
You hear everything.
you can hear certain conversations they're having. So we hear her conversations, and she's not taking our order. Come to find out, it was 2 girls taking orders, but the other line just whoop.
They flying.
They flying by. Literally 5 cars went by, and we still there trying to get a mobile order together. What? So this is what pissed Bay off. So I tried to let Bay handle it. Bay was the whole waterfall, bro. No, let's get these drips. Let's get our food and let's go.
The manager understood because she needed to know the full details. Because I sure told her.
I know
She
you
was
did.
in there
Yeah,
talking
I know
about,
she
oh,
did.
my fingers. Don't touch my fingers.
She
About
was
5
mad at
cars.
us. She was mad
5
at us.
cars going. At this point,
We
I
ain't
want
got-
all my food free. Period.
So they did her thing or whatever. I'm saying you was a whole waterfall, but okay, yeah.
Just because you drip, drip, drip.
Because I'm going to get to the point. But see, I felt like you and Isis kind of let me, know what I'm saying, take her on by myself when she came to the window.
Oh, girl, we knew you could handle it because Assis was already now unbuckling her seatbelt because she was going to move to the other side. Oh, girl would have got snatched. She would have got snatched up in there.
Oh, we was ready. I was ready, but it's like in my heart, I was like, girl, just
Go back in there
please.
and make them
And
drinks.
thank you. Because, like, girl, just no. Just, ma'am, please go. But if you want to be sarcastic, we can do that. We
And
can
it was
do.
funny.
She didn't know who she was messing with. But I mean, at the end of the day, that was just a funny thing we went through. But it's just, it gets a time in your life because the old Fanny. Okay, so we at the new Fanny right now. So the new Fanny, I'm telling you, I thought about it. I was like, it was her, because we both said that it was her
Yeah, it
who
was
took the
her.
order. But I'm not finna go there with you. Why? What am I getting out of it? Because at the end of the day, the manager already made sure I'm straight. You mad?
You mad?
The manager made sure we were straight, and I made sure we had got everything we came in there for.
If I coulda got some
Everything
extras.
we came in there for, and I would have got extra if I wanted to be stupid.
But we didn't.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like this is your job.
And that's
It's
what
your
we tell
job.
the kids.
Because if you would have found your work, you wouldn't be at your job mad.
There you go. Girl, you said it.
She
You
wouldn't have
said
been at her job mad.
mad. And that's what we tell the kids. We'll be like, all you gotta do, they ain't got that many works here at the house. Just
No,
do
your chores.
your chores.
I mean, like I was telling Jalen yesterday, because Jalen pissed me off. Like I was telling him yesterday, your school is your job. These chores is your job. Like when me and Bae go to work, that's our job.
Right.
That's what we supposed to do. So you telling me, Bae been telling you to clean your room for the last few days. Your job was so important that when you got home, you still wasn't even able to clean your room. When you was here, matter of fact, yesterday was Monday. So you was here even the weekend. Like, what did you do?
I organized my dresser.
And went in there and let him have it. You know what I'm saying? Because it be stupid. It be people thinking they can play the system. But see, I be feeling like when you feel like you gonna play this system over here, you ain't doing nothing but messing yourself up.
Messing yourself up. baby.
Because you can't play this system. And if you do play it, you won't be able to play it for long because believe me, you're gonna have to come back.
You will.
You're gonna
You
have
will.
to come back. Because after we done peep game that you done tried to play the system, oh, you got a lot of explaining to do on the next one because it ain't gonna be that easy as you thought it was gonna be like the first time.
Right. And that's how we get them. We so
We
cool.
let it happen.
We let you just dig yourself on deeper. Babe real good for that. She let you dig yourself so deep in there. Then when she start coming to you, you be like, she be like, I'm talking to you. And your mouth, they just be so stuck. They don't know what they be trying to think.
But you ain't remember all of the extraness you just did though.
They be trying to think like, oh my God. Oh, no, don't think now.
Don't.
Because when you was doing it, you wasn't thinking. Well, you was thinking about, I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah.
So now that the warden done came through, oh, the warden got all these questions for you, and this is crazy. You be stuck.
Right. So this is just what I want the kids to know. You need to definitely have respect for yourself in order to move forward. Like if you put it right.
Yeah, I did. It's good. So our battery died, but we're back with y'all.
So what I was saying is I just feel like a lack of
communication.
Lack of communication. That's why we're trying to communicate more now, though, right. Because maybe then we wasn't able to express ourselves the way we needed to express ourselves for you to know it's real, and we're learning still. We're finding our way, and we want our kids to know that when we learn certain things, we want you to learn certain things. You get what I'm saying? So we're into boundaries right now. We're into goals right now. And this is the reason why we're communicating this with our kids.
Right.
Because from the oldest to the youngest, we want you all to literally see where we're at right now in life. It might not be where you're at, but if we give you a vision on how to move forward, just a tad bit, it only takes, it's step by step, right? So if we're trying to get you in a way so you can understand where we're at in life right now. I literally feel after I was awakened from that depression, I've been on a whole dimension, like literally.
Girl, a whole new dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, let me tell you the funny story about my G baby. So I was talking to my son about the goals. She's 2. She said, G-Ma, we're not talking about goals today. Lakin, we're talking about goals. G-Ma, I need you to get potty trained. I need you to learn how to write your name. I need you to be nice to your sister. G-Ma, be nice. Lakin, be nice. My son's like, Lakin, be nice. Daddy? He's like, Lakin? Man, you guys got to see her. For a 2-year-old, this little girl's smart. And she a character. She get it from her G-Ma. But at least you know what goals is, because what 2-year-old gonna tell you? We're not talking about goals today. I was tickled, but I was like, don't laugh at that. Correct her.
Girl. But she's able to express herself.
Very much so.
Where certain things in life where, later on when you speak to her, she gonna speak to you with knowledge and she knows better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they get sidetracked, because no one's perfect.
Nope.
But you was told this and you know, okay, go this way. That's why I be feeling like even with Giovanni, like, you know better.
Giovanni know better.
He
Giovanni
knows better, but he tests it.
He tests Giovanni and be knowing he be doing something wrong. He'll look dead at you like.
Mm-hmm. He's waiting for you to say something, but see, I don't say nothing because I speak other languages. So, it's rare.
He'll be like, Reese.
Yeah, it's always Reese.
Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll go.
You don't never hear nothing else.
What?
And I don't speak that language.
I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, when you open your mouth and talk to me, then we can talk.
And then he'll probably try to do it against you. He's like, but hold on, wait for, because Fanny listen to it better than me.
I'll be like, oh, don't worry, Fanny can hear you better. And he'll blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay, now you understand. Because you can give it to me now. I can understand the words coming out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. We was doing math, and he was like, I was like, what? I said, oh, Fanny about to come around the corner. Oh, there was 4 members had 7 paintbrushes. Oh, that's what you were saying. Oh, okay, cause that. Are we in the auction?
But why?
I was like, what the hell?
Not an auction.
You know how they be like, he'd be like, he'd be a good auctioneer.
It might be.
That man was like, what? I said, don't worry about it. Fanny about to come around that corner when she finished talking to Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there 4 members had 7 paintbrushes. Oh, okay, cool. That's all I need to hear. Cause they're rah.
This is just all we, we kind of wanted to speak on. These are the two things that
we're working on right
we're
now.
working on. We're working on that right now. Boundaries and goals. So, if you guys like this video, you got anything else you want to say, baby?
Yeah, no.
I don't want to cut it short and you still want to roll. We can roll.
Now, so, guys, I know you've seen my Facebook post. I know you've seen it. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. I need you to go out there. I need you to like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brothers. I don't care who you tell. Tell a complete stranger. Hit that recent Fanny Empire. And when we get to that 500, I promise you, we got a video that we're working on right now. We're going to drop it, and you guys going to be like, well, damn! All right, guys.
My baby in action. It'll never be a dull moment.
Never.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for being a friend.